him.
Literally.
Yeah, all kind of videos. Also, the this saleswoman, she's bringing a buyer. So I'm gonna tell them, look, if it's sold to somebody else, you still can do private label wine. Remember, did show you the Brigitte Bardot.
Yeah.
They can get a copyright from Brigitte. Brigitte Bardot she's alive. She's still alive.
She's been around forever.
I tell you,
She ever been in here?
no, but she's an animal rights activist. So they can approach her. Listen, can we use just your name for the Bordeaux? And you gotta donate 25% of the profit to the rescue animals in France. She's animal rights activist.
Doris Day was too.
Also, yeah, Doris Day, yes.
My mom was
So
a big fan.
before year 2000, just like Charlie Kirk, Brigitte Bardot, she speak up. And she says because there are a lot of Pakistanis in France. They are making a big mess. They're not educated people, and they are extreme Muslims.
Yeah.
So she came out, Brigitte Bardot, and said, "Look, you Muslim people came and you are destroying our country." So the government of France gave her indictment, brought her to the court, said, "Look, there are 5 million Muslims here. You are putting them against us. They will do that." They gave her 5 years in jail.
Bridget Bardot?
Yes, and then the lawyer came and says, "Okay, she has arthritis. She cannot spend time in jail." So the court says, "Okay, she can buy her jail time."
Wow. When did that happen? Early 2000s?
No, before year 2000.
Wow.
Because the Muslims in France, they have been taking the ship live to the battle and slaughter the ship. And she's animal rights. She was very mad.
Wow. Yeah.
Also, the Charlie Kirk, she speak out about Muslims. If that guy didn't kill him, the Muslims kill him. Trust me.
Oh. It's kind of fun, man. I went and slept on the beach this morning. Light rain. I've never fallen asleep in the rain before.
Rain started at 1 o'clock.
I liked it, man. It was cool to lay, light drizzle with the ocean and the clouds. It was awesome. Then I woke up and it was sun shining.
I give you two inside information. You have seen those jets when they go, they make a white line. So what they do, they put a heavy fuel, and it has aluminum also. So when they're not making rain, but when the cars coming from the beach and they approach that, they get heavy and they come down, and then you have rain.
Wow. That makes sense.
No, they do.
I know.
But that water is not good for us to drink, but it's good for plants. So we save water. You don't have to water the plants. Also, you know why we have so many hurricanes in Florida? That's my theory.
Yeah. Why?
Because we have the we have the base for the space shuttle over there, and each time they launch a shuttle,
Yeah.
the fuel from the shuttle every minute is equals 7,000 cars.
I get that.
Each. Huh?
I mean, that makes sense.
So those fuel goes up, make a hole in the ozone. It up. So you're from Florida, you know that. So when the sun comes, the surface of the ocean is cold. So when the sun comes from one point, a lot of heat comes, and when it's cold and heat, it makes the the waves makes that hurricane.
It
So I give you
activates
an
it.
example. If this door is open and that window behind it is also open, and the heat comes here, it's cold over there, so it's breathing.
Yeah.
I think that's my theory. That's what happened in Florida.
With the hurricanes in the
The
ocean.
hurricanes, yeah, because we have this space shuttle launching from there,
Yeah.
made a hole in the ozone,
That makes
and
sense.
from one point, a lot of heat comes. There's a hole.
I believe that. I totally believe that.
But it's a lot of money is involved to the to sending a shuttle. A lot of money is involved. A lot
Oh
of
yeah.
people, a lot of
Billions
factories.
of dollars.
Yeah, a lot of factories, a lot of people. They
Yep.
get paid.
Yep. NASA, man.
You know. So I tell you the story in Alabama. So I went to the dean of the college when I was in Northeast College in Alabama. I went to the dean of the college. I said, sir, the Yom Kippur is coming. Is there any synagogue in Rainsville? He says, boy, ain't no synagogue in the whole Alabama.
Was there no synagogue in Alabama?
No. And then he says, come back about half an hour and let me see what I can do. He made some phone calls and he find out there is a synagogue in NASA in Alabama.
That's right. That's right. The NASA building.
Yes. So he told them there is a student here is Jewish. He wants to come
That's hilarious.
for the Yom Kippur. They said it's okay. They give him a pass. He comes to the gate and say this pass. He can come to the city. I'm not joking because
No, I know.
some of people work that they're Jewish. They
That's
cannot leave the
wild.
NASA.
That's
So
wild.
one of the teacher at the college, he had a house in Huntsville, so he was volunteer to take me to the NASA, drop me there, and come back pick me up.
Really?
He did.
Did he do it? He
He
did.
did.
That's amazing.
So I went. I had Yom Kippur in NASA, Alabama.
That's wild. Wow.
I told you I had another story in when I was in Iran. I was a teenager. My father sent me early so I don't get drafted for the army.
Oh wow.
When we're driving up here,
So-
I'm like, wait, I feel like she's more excited than together. I know. Her room's here, yours.
I look at the map when I'm going to US. I look Birmingham, Alabama. I said, oh, this is like England, Birmingham.
I remember. That's just really funny too, because of my movie I made there when we first met. We talked about that.
So I went there. It wasn't like Alabama, but so I was in Northeast. With my roommate, we went to Birmingham. and I bought a car. He drove me, but you know we had two cars. I had to come back, but I didn't have driver's license. So I'm coming from Birmingham. I want to get out, and then there is a police car stop behind me, come behind me with the lights. So I pulled over. He said, "Boy, you're not from around here, are you?" I said, "No, I'm not from around here." He said, "Didn't you see that no left turn sign? Why did you make a no left turn?" I said, "That's not important." You say, "That's not important. Let me see your driver's license." I said, "That's important. I don't have a driver's license." He reached for his handcuff. I said, officer, please give me a break. I'm a student at Northeast College. I passed the writing test. Tomorrow, my roommate is gonna drive me for hi. Tomorrow, my roommate is gonna drive me for the driving test. Please give me a break. He say, "Give me your student ID." He went and checked and says, "Boy, you are clear." Of course, I'm clear. I don't have a driver's license. Say, "I'll let you go this time, but next time I see you, I'm gonna put you in a can." I said, yes.
Wow.
A lot of funny stuff.
This is good. Stories. You gotta tell stories like this too,
No, I
Tommy.
want to say that on the Tonight Show.
No, I know.
But the
You can do it on my podcast too.
No, Jimmy Kimmel, he got busted.
Okay, here, I'm recording. So we're at the beautiful Canyon Country Store in the world famous Laurel Canyon with Tommy Bina, who I've known since the end of October, beginning of November, after I lived a crazy summer. And we've been working together ever since on creating some magic for the next generation to elongate the legacy that you've overseen for almost 41 years. Correct? Yes. Awesome. Here, I'm going to scoot this closer to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tommy Bina. I've been in the Canyon Country Store approximately 40 years. And, a lot of the celebrities has been coming here. And I find them, they're very intelligent people. That's how they made it because, they had a career. So first person I saw was here was Chuck Berry. And the last person I saw was Chevy Chase. But I saw many
Chevy
celebrities
was in here today?
lately. Yes,
Sorry.
lately.
Keep going.
So I have seen a lot of celebrities here. So when I came here at the country store, everybody told me, "Listen, did you know Momma Cass? She live in the basement." So it was a guy. He came here. He says, "I'm a musician." I said, "Momma Cass, she live in the basement." He says, "I know that." I said, "How do you know that?" He says, "I moved in the same room right after her." So definitely she was here. Maybe she was for a short while. She was not a poor person, but she was in between places. So she stayed in the basement. And the neighbors told me they have been giving ride to Momma Cass from this intersection to Topanga Canyon. So she definitely was here. And
What time period was that? It's like the late 60s?
When she was here, yes, maybe early 50s or late 50s or early 60s. Yes.
Got you.
So, but she was a local hero. She put a lot of bands, musicians together right here at the Canyon Country Store.
One of which was Jim Morrison.
Okay, so Jim Morrison house is right behind the store. So when I met Paul Rothschild, the Doors manager, he told me that before Jim moves in this house, Pamela was living there. So when Jim moves in this house, he was watching from that window people from those steps coming to country store. And that's how we wrote the song Love Street. She lives on Love Street. There is a store where the Christians meet. This is the store in the door's son.
So Jim, Pamela, Pamela was already living there, and he moved in with her.
That's right.
Got you. Okay.
Actually, if you see in the movie of the doors, Jim climbed up to the balcony of this house to tell Pamela, "I love you."
That's right. Did they use that house for the movie?
No. They had a contract with us for shooting, but they went over the budget, so they cut that scene. They did it
wait.
They did it at Venice.
That's right. Let's talk about that for a second, because you owned the store when they were
Yes.
making the Doors movie.
Yes.
So did they come here and like?
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
So the location manager signed the contract, and then Oliver Stone says, "Sorry, we went over the budget. We cannot. We have to cut that scene." So, but they did that in Venice.
That's wild.
Why?
How many movies since you've owned this store? How many productions have like come through here and filmed?
Maybe 5 different productions, but but they didn't put everything on the air. They just film it.
But this is one of the things you and I have been talking about, because the store's 100 years old. Sirens, hold on. What one thing that people don't know, because there's sirens driving by, the road that's in front of the store is one of the most busy in America, correct?
That's right. The store is 106 years old, and Laurel Canyon Boulevard is the most ongoing two-way highway in the country.
And you get a
In the
stoplight.
past, it shows 50,000 cars each direction, like 100,000 cars. I'm sure it's more than 100,000 cars right now.
And that's like per day.
Per day, yes.
It's crazy. That is crazy. And then the store's at a stoplight, so obviously it gets good
So,
eyeballs.
what is funny? At 60s, it was no stoplight. No, it was it was no light.
Really?
It was just a stop.
Wow. And now, what year did you come here and first come to the store?
About 40 years ago.
Okay. How was the process? Because this is something I've never really asked you. What was the process like of your family acquiring the store from Bill?
Okay, so
Because you got it directly from the
Yes,
original
yeah.
owner, correct?
No, we got it. Bill, the original owner, sold it to a doctor and his son, but they were not very much in the grocery business. So they first they leased it to us, and then we had the option of to buy, and then we bought the whole the store.
Did your family come from like the grocery business?
No, my family they have been in chemical business.
Oh, wow,
My
okay.
my father was a chemical doctor,
Oh, wow. And then what did your mom do?
a housewife, very good housewife.
Very good housewife.
So I finished the school. I went to the college in Alabama, and then went to the University of New Orleans. I finished the school. I came here, and I was looking for a business, but I find out the Canyon Country Store is not a business. It has soul. So
Life of its own.
yes. So I discovered a lot of things over here. And if somebody wants to come for a tour, I can take them a tour, show them the history of the country store and Laurel Canyon.
That's one thing I love. You've created this like human experience here that really never gets old. I've done the tour now probably 20 times with you with people, and every single time you talk about different things.
Yes.
And it's simple, but it's just such a thing. Like
It is, it is real history. It's real history. So Laurel Canyon was a river. Laurel Canyon before, it was not a big river. It was like 2-3 feet tall river. And, maybe like 200 years ago, they made the river go underground, but it still exists. It runs in cylinders under the road. So when they did that was Laurel tree on its side of the road. They say we're gonna call this Laurel Canyon. Even in Spanish, they call that tree Laurel. So you come and stop by, there's a good experiment coming to the Lower Canyon and Country Store.
And so, I mean, this place gets constant foot traffic every day,
Yes.
right? And we've been talking about the opportunity of, because this has been here for 100 years, what I was going to say earlier, this is such an IP gold mine. And what I mean by that is, for a filming location to set stories at, you get 100 years worth of Los Angeles. So that's any time period or era. So one of the things I saw when I first started talking to you that you also said was building this store as a set somewhere so it could be utilized for productions, not just what we want to do.
Yes. Yeah, that would be great. I have a lot of stories. And I like that real celebrity play the part, that story that happens here.
Yeah.
We will see. I like to see that happens like that.
And there's been some famous people that worked here before they became famous, right?
Oh yeah, Jennifer Aniston. She was living here for a few years, and when we trained her to work here, she only worked 2 days. She says, "I'm gonna go to audition. I'm gonna come back." She never came back.
I wonder, did she? Was it Friends or what? What
No,
time period was that?
I think she went to the Friends.
That's wild.
But I lost my friendship with her.
We'll have to get her back in here. One of the things we've talked about doing, you've had some people sign the wait for the foot traffic.
So, the Native American Indians, they were living in a teepee right behind the store for centuries. And they are the one who put a stone wall in the basement of the country store before the brick wall and everything was.
Tommy's got a call.
But I called back.
You good? Do you need to take it? I can
No,
pause
no,
it.
no, no.
Okay. So you're talking about the stones. Perfect
Okay,
segue.
so the Native American Indians, they put the stones in the basement of the country store, and I'm having the celebrities sign this. There are rocks in that wall. I'm having the rock star. They signed the rocks.
Literally.
The first person was Steven Tyler. He's a big rock star.
Steven Tyler, Beverly D'Angelo. So that's the whole plan. We want to do a podcast, you and I here, have conversations with people, connect with them, and then have them sign the wall
Yes.
and share some Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's right. They come here. I'm gonna make them offer. They cannot refuse. They have to put their signature on the wall.
Exactly. Sign a contract with the store on a wall. And then as you're drinking Coke Zero right now.
So I have been drinking Coke all my life, and I like it. And there are a lot of historical things of the Coke is inside. I think we have the oldest Coca-Cola sign in the country. You come and look at it, okay?
Thank you, Tommy. Tommy Bina, ladies and gentlemen. This man is one of the most special people I've ever met. He's kind, he's humble. After I put together something that, believe me, world, was even unbelievable to me. I know what it sounds like coming out of my mouth when I tell people I actually led forward a bid of $13.6 billion to buy Paramount Global Studios, but that's the truth. And you see, I'm convinced that God, the Creator's will exists on this earth. And many people's free will and own agendas go against what we call God's will. Yin and yang, God's will, free will, they're different. So people's intentions and agendas led to us not acquiring Paramount with a legitimate offer that was more than the group that obtained the studio. But what I was able to lead forward and create works in partnership also with the one and only Tommy Bina and his family, who have given us an agreement to acquire this place. We have to facilitate some stuff to do that. That will be accomplished by moving all of this forward in partnership with Piney Woods School, as we intended to do when we tried to acquire Paramount. The vision still exists, it still works, and now myself and others, a select few that are still standing from the chaos that was trying to beat the Ellison family, are going to move forward into a whole new era that's focused on music IP, sports IP, and human stories, and a whole lot more, but rooted with the iconic legacy of this place, the iconic legacy of the Ocala Drive-In, and the legacy of Piney Woods School, that every year with the school, we're going to celebrate what that place is and what the legacies that have gotten connected together are. And when you equal all of that together, it's always going to be 1 year older than Paramount.